We are live, guys, with our amazing video today. We're going to be covering some amazing details about investing, trading, charts, economics, and some news. But before we get to that, we have our amazing first time on the platform, Dahiana. Thank you for thank you for being a co-host on this platform. And can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me. I am a beginner trader looking to be more consistent on the market, but this is a wonderful opportunity to share with everyone. I am so excited.
Absolutely amazing, guys. And she's going to be giving her input on a couple topics that we're going to talk about today, and also give us your input. And we're going to get right into it. Once again, before we start, guys, her connection may be kind of shaky because of the weather out there, and also no soundboard. So we're not going to have that much fun, but we're going to still get kind of lit at the same time. So let's share our screen and talk about some cool stuff real quick. Ooh, let me see, remove. All right. So the first thing is, guys, we're going to knock out some Forex Factory, some calendar events to get you guys going for the week. And actually, what part would you want to knock out, Dahiana? Anything you want to bring out on the charts?
Usually, I'm a NAS 100 trader. That's what I know.
So she looks at the NAS 100. Basically, if you guys don't know about what the NASDAQ is, I will have some amazing links for you to talk about that, to dive into some details, to give you guys some of my inputs. But first off, for the people who trade Japanese yen or Chinese currency pairs, there's a massive bank holiday, and it is Monday over there. So remember, if you're trading those pairs, be most likely less volatile, less liquid. I mean, most of the time, liquidity is not going to be a factor, but the volatility will. We got a big Wednesday thing happening where Trump speaks. Woo!
Be careful.
Anytime that he talks, it's like markets always like stutter and go up, crazy and stuff. But I think it's fun. It makes it more entertaining.
If you say so.
We got unemployment claims, and for the people who follow that stuff, it's relatively big. And we have almost First Friday coming up, and we got our first comment in there. What's up, McD? Oh my God, I can't. Let me zoom in on the name. Yeah, remember, guys, if you have a question, comment, concern, let us know in the chat. But one of us will get to it, and we can knock it out. But we got one red item. We got some GPI month to month. I'm sorry, GPD month to month, core PPI month to month, and PPI. If you guys want us to break that down, let me know. I can show you guys my analysis. But before we get to that, we're going to get to our main topic. And it is a big bummer, guys. Inflation. Now, I know I'm probably one of the oldest people on the video right now, just letting you know. But $20 back when I used to work a job was like $5.15 an hour, was like good money. Like I can buy lunch for $1.50. Like, what about you?
Back in my day, $20 used to get you at least like a whole meal, snack, drink, everything. Now that doesn't happen anymore. So we're
Yeah.
living through it.
So it's interesting that we're looking at 2014 and the cart looks empty, and most likely in 2026 you're getting like one item. But let's look at some effects of inflation. So an effect of inflation is that NAS 100 going to record highs. Now, most people are going to be like, this is because of the amazing things that the markets, these stocks are doing, or is it because of the Federal Reserve injecting cash? Let's get into that right now in a little bit. Now, first off, remember, guys, any questions, let me know. We're going to base our entire thing off this image because it's so simple to break down, okay? So let's look at, where's it at? The dollar purchasing power chart, if I have it on here. I know I put it here. Where did it go? CPI. So just to put in perspective, guys, back when the dollar was first created, back when the gold was removed from the standard, gold, this was our purchasing power chart. Basically, gold used to be backed 100% with the dollar, and now our purchasing power since 1913 has been basically getting decimated. So year after year, the dollar purchases less, and we have inflation plus a higher amount of taxes. This combination forces people to invest. Hence why we have a very volatile market like this. See, we're forced to invest to beat out inflation. inflation in the markets, inflation in real estate, inflation in gold, inflation into other assets. So let's look into that asset price of gold real quick. So if we look at it, remember gold used to be $20 back in the day. Now that's before my time, her time, pretty much anyone on stream. Like we're talking about, it used to be a lot cheaper. But remember, the Federal Reserve devalues the dollar. And if we look at this chart real quick, basically look at our chart, the dollar devalues because they're printing so much and it's being shoved into the markets to compete with inflation. So basically, we used to get this, now we get this. So you need to invest into the markets so you can purchase more, if that makes sense. Actually, we got some good. You want to address the comments real quick?
Inflation, debasing the dollar, what's going on with today's markets, gold, silver, and then oil sectors should be your focus. That's a very interesting moment. I know nothing about the oil sector, but I do know I should be buying gold right now. So I did want to ask you, for someone that's never bought gold, what's a beginner strategy or kind of mind frame they should have going into it at this time?
Now, that is an amazing question. So for the people who do not know, one of my most popular videos on my own channel that I would promote or talk about is precious metals. I've made hundreds of videos about precious metals to a point where, like, just type in gold and you'll see my older videos of me talking about metals. So look, here's me buying metals. Here's me buying metals. Here's gold sold out. Hey, that's us right there. Look how cool we look. So here's me gold selling out, gold, gold, gold. Why is gold? Because there's a difference between money and currency. Money is real, tangible, fungible, something that you can't just create. Currency is something that you can print, something you can be. It's kind of like a fugazi. It's all just made up, you know. Ooh, we got some. Oh yeah, Michael, bro. You starting out the fire way too much. GDXJ and GD, those are the junior miners and the miners. Those are absolutely amazing. We're gonna be looking into those because I personally been buying in them for years. Wow. I'm gonna be showing you guys that in a second. All right. So before you guys are jumping the gun, if you're looking at buying precious metals physical, now this is not a sponsorship, this is not an affiliate link. This is for you guys to check out below. Is that we got the best place to buy it, and they also have online storage. Their online storage is $45 every quarter. So $45 a quarter. You can buy precious metals. And if you look at the chart, guys, in my opinion, we ain't going nowhere but higher. I'd say gold over $10,000 and silver over $200. I've been saying that almost every video when it comes to precious metals. It's one of the easiest trades, and I've been calling it because I was buying silver under $10. So let that baby run. Let that thing run. Let's see. And for your question is about how to buy precious metals. This is the easiest way, the beginner way. It costs, like, if we look at silver right now, like silver rounds, look at the American Eagles or the Buffaloes. Buffaloes are pretty cool. So back in the day, a few years ago, I used to buy one of these for like $12. Now they're running for $94 for one.
Do you actually get it sent to you, or do you like? Wow.
So there's two ways of doing it, guys. If you're buying the physical, one, getting it sent to the storage, which they have here, Citadel. Citadel charges you online storage. It's physical storage offset, so you don't have to carry it, but it charges you $45 every 3 months or every quarter, basically. And the other thing about it, if you want it sent to your house, you have to spend $9.99 for orders under $500. So over $500, you save about $10. And the next thing is for the speculators, the guys who want to get into the weeds and stuff. We're going to be talking about talk about GDXJ and GDX. Those are the miners. The miners are the people who actually produce the gold and silver, so you guys can buy it using your electronics, use it in your silverware, using your jewelry, using your teeth. That's what the primary uses are for gold and silver. Silver, more industrial use anyways. But let's get into that. But any things you want to cover before that? Yes.
I'm just really in shock that nobody ever taught me how to buy gold or silver. I feel like I was robbed of this knowledge in high school or something.
Look at this. Like you, this look. Oh my god, I. It's so funny. You look at my old YouTube videos. I talk about this when it was under $20, and I was telling people you got to buy this. It's gonna rocket one day. Look at the monthly.
I should have bought gold when I was 8 years old. Look at me now.
Yeah, but I will say it's still going up. Like I stopped purchasing already, but when it comes to the actual indexes like SLV, so SLV is the oh, bro, Michael. I wish I had the soundboard right now, bro. We give you a round of applause, man. You're throwing out some fire right now. SLV. Now, SLV is made, dude. Look at the SLV in the moving average. You guys will be like this. Why haven't I bought it? Let's hit that daily real quick. Oh man. So here's the daily. Look at that. We bounced off the daily. I think it's a 50 moving average. Bounced off the 50. And look at this. This is where I sold all the way up here and rebuying down here. And I believe, now I'm not telling you guys what to do. I think silver is hitting $200 and gold over 20 bands. Maybe in 2027, 2028, but I think within the Trump administration. Just because not to get too politicized, but I think, and actually not to get politicized at all, here is a financial guarantee that the government will do. The government will print and devalue the dollar, hence making honest money, God's money, good money, actually worth more in currency. If that makes sense. So have you seen this chart before, Diana?
No.
So this chart is the Fed's balance sheet versus gold. So what's the Fed? If you guys don't know what the Fed is, the Fed's a private bank owned by and operated by the 13. Ooh, we have an echo. Oh, Michael says, let's put this comment on there real quick. Let me see. Monday morning, gold and silver will probably spike higher. Cartel war in Mexico. I mean, I think that's probably a subunit, but I think the most important thing when it comes to precious metals is COT reports, which we're going to bring up right now. So if you guys have not seen a COT report, this is commitment of traders. This is a very high level view of what's happening with precious metals. It tells you who's buying it, who's less interested. Right now, the commercials, the big peoples, if you see their red chart right here, they're ticking up, meaning that they're increasing their buys. They're increasing their interest. Remember, central banks, they don't buy small. They buy big only. Millions and billions of dollars of orders. So when they're buying, and if you look at the dip, see how they kind of closed their trades in position when it hit 100 and they re-entered this position right here. That means they bought the dip. If the central bank is buying the dip, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm buying. The central bank, I have never seen a central bank ever lose a trade. It's like asking Nancy Pelosi does she lose money? No, I've never seen it. Oh, man. And actually, let's go to some things. Actually, Diana, do you like cartoons or any type of like animation at all? Let me show people this.
I watched Tom and Jerry so much when I was.
Oh, okay. Tom and Jerry. I think they have those coins. Here we go. So, guys, I don't try to make this too complex, but invest what you like. So these are called numismatics. These are a little bit more expensive than normal silver and gold, but it gets you kind of interested in stuff like this. So for me, I have a Star Wars collection. I have like literally an entire Star Wars collection that I plan to pass down to my family. So to get them interested into this stuff, they're like, oh, wow, I got a Darth Vader coin. I got a Tom and Jerry coin. See, they're a little bit more expensive, like $5 more, but you can get kind of more interested into this. So if you guys don't like looking at the charts like I do, and you want something more simple, beginner friendly, look at actual coins and buy things that you like. Stuff like this. They have here, let's go through here. Let's go Star Wars. Look at the Star Wars coins they have available. Let's make this a little bit bigger. They got Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is how I really got started into this because I like buying all the fancy coins and stuff, you know?
What is the long-term play for these coins? Like, do people just hold them forever for kind of like collecting or Because I
Okay.
see all the time that people back in the days when the
Mm,
dollar got was not backed by gold anymore, people started hiding gold coins, and now we just find them in like old houses and stuff.
mm. So a lot these coins are called numismatics. These are for like collectors, but they still go for their base silver amount or gold amount, but they kind of build up like a rarity too. So this medallion for Obi-Wan Kenobi, for example, you can get this coin and also sell it for its market price or silver price, which would kind of be a loss. But it helps get the younger people interested into this stuff. So people are like, oh, how do I buy certain gold and silver? Well, you can buy American Eagles, but those are kind of boring. But Michael, bro, you throwing up the man. We got to give you a round of applause. I wish I can do that right now, but we'll get to that. But he says the same thing: hold, purchase land, and other hard assets. I do this. I tell people do this in a tax-friendly account. If you do that, when you sell your precious metals, when you get real old, most likely your purchasing power would has multiplied. So I'll give you an example. Here's 1913. We used to be super duper high. People used to be able to buy a house in cash or get a loan for 2 to 3 months or a year. Today, we do 30 to 40-year loans to buy a property. It's not because the house has got so much better. It's because the dollar has been getting massacred, destroyed. Look, now remember, this is not us, the people. This is the Federal Reserve and the government doing it to us. All we can do is react to it. So Michael Reed says, purchase via Roth IRA. Bro.
I was just going to say that. He stole my comment. That's not fair. I
Look,
knew the answer to that one.
When I look at my portfolio of precious metals, I buy in multiple aspects. I buy physical. That's the first thing. Secondary, I buy SLV, GLD, GDXJ, GDD, SLVIR, and a couple other ETFs, ETNs, and option call plays. And then I buy Glint Pay. Glint Pay allows you to buy precious metals and use your debit card. So when you go to the grocery store, you can actually purchase with gold and silver. And then what else? 1, 2, 3. And there's a little bit riskier stuff when it comes to the miners. But basically, those are like the easiest aspects to get into precious metals. So when it comes to your portfolio, precious metals, while it's blossoming, you can actually liquidate cash today. Oh, he says apologies to you.
I accept the apology.
All right, let's see what else we got into. Oh, we have to go back to the NAS 100. We're having too much fun. So one aspect of this, guys, for the old heads in the group who remember the 2008, 2007, 2008 crash, we used to be all the way down here, guys, a lot lower. What the Fed has continuously done since its inception is print. Now, this combines with, good companies, bad companies, but when you get Fugazi money, so you see this gray bar, this gray bar shows our recession. The recession in 2007 was completely papered over. President Obama and his officials, and also with the Fed, printed away. Now, we can't say that was good or bad because it did benefit a lot of people. It made the American market hot and recover, quote, quote, recover. So when we got to the cervix's sickness, we had a very short. And then if you saw that, I don't want to say the C word on here, but the cervix's sickness, when that happened, they massively printed. That's why you see the Fed's balance sheet going up to almost 900% during that time frame. And now gold is finally catching up to these prices up here. Now, remember, there's a disbalance. It's not a balance. It's not one apple for another apple. Basically, since the Fed has been doing so much negativity to the markets, papering over it, gold will be catching up more, going higher and higher. I believe $10,000 a month. All right, let's go to the next thing. Remember, if you have any questions, let me know. I can keep talking all day about this stuff, pretty much. Let's see. We got some other. Please be careful investing into the Mag 7 stocks. Totally overvalue precious metals is what's up. Actually, let's look at one precious metal stock, if you guys don't mind. You want to go over the NAS 100, Dahiana?
Yes. So
Here you go.
is that the daily time frame?
All right. Yeah, we're on the daily. Yes.
Well, NAS 100 has been going up forever. That's not a secret. And I would suggest if you're a day trader that you watch out where price is reversing if you want to get into the buy, because obviously you can blow up your account. However, there was a lot of people that got faked out last Friday with sells because they were trying to tell where price was about to reverse in that very last candle that you see over there.
Yep.
However, overall, once we overcome this correction that we're going through right now, I would expect it to go up because it's honestly. Can you go back to 2008? We could see if even in 2008 the NAS 100 ever sharply reversed.
Yeah. I hope we can go back to 2008. Let me see on the charts. We can go back
This
to
thing has been
2018.
forever.
Let me see.
I
Let
don't
me
really
look at.
understand how, where, like, what backs up NAS 100, but
Here, let's do the last 30 years. Here we go. Look at that. Ooh, that is incredible. So if you guys don't know, remember the tech stock boom crash? That's
yeah.
2000 crash, 07, 08. And from there, we see a constant move up pretty much.
That's why I love it.
Yeah. I will say this. If you guys are a follower of Harry Dent or Mike Maloney or Peter Schiff, this they will say, and including myself, that this cannot last forever. So if you're into these index funds and we're trending up, actually let me rephrase this. So guys, in a market crash, there's 5 different ways the market can crash. Okay, there's inflation, hyperinflation, stagflation, deflation. All right. And the worst, I would say, is when you have a mixed bag, when the market is just spiking around. Not like stagflation when it's like stacking around, but this point where it's spiking massively up and down. Bro, this is the funny money is dead. Ray Dalio. Bro, we're about to get into that right now. Yes. So right now, I think that we're in a inflation crash. So that means we're crashing up. Crashing up means that the markets are going up, not all like crypto, but markets are going up, but our purchasing power is still going down. So that's why people are investing more and more, because our savings rates don't compete with inflation. I think the best rate right now is like 3.4%. And that's not enough to live off of. You need like $1.5 million just to live off of that 0.035% with taxes, which I don't think the majority of people have, you know. Absolutely ridiculous.
Can you give us more pointers on exactly why this can't go up forever, like especially for like this indexes and things like that?
So what's actually going to that? So in the example of why it cannot keep going up forever is because when it comes to confidence, when it comes to the dollar, you can't keep buying in one direction. People need to take profits at some point. Now, when we go back to our elderly generations, we have the baby boomers generation. I think X is right after that. These individuals, when they retire, their index funds that they build up in their retirement accounts, they have to liquidate to make a living. Remember, Social Security pays what, $1,200, $1,500. That amount of money is not enough to pay rent. It's not. I mean, it's obvious now. Inflation is up. They need more money. So they have to liquidate. So you have the biggest group of wealth slowly liquidating their accounts. And that's going to take a burden on us. So we're either going to have to be buying those, or the markets have to retrace lower, because the biggest majority of people are selling off their assets to stay alive. Just how it is, guys. The baby boomers, I think on the average, they're probably in their, say, 80s to 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. So they're in retirement age. Those people, when they start taking these funds, we're going to see a collective market down. But that doesn't mean the markets will go down. There's just more pressure. The Fed might actually step in to save the markets again. That's why we have a crash up scenario instead of a crash down scenario. Typically, without the Fed doing their manipulations, the markets would have crashed by now, because you can just tell. Since the cervix's sickness, the markets have been basically papered over and saved. And now they've been, slowly dwindling. But now gold is booming up. We got Michael Reed saying stagflation. Yes, you cause inflation by printing it, will be worthless soon. Yes, I'm about to get into, dude. You beating me, man. You're taking my thunder away. Oh man. But stagflation is a horrible thing. We do not want to be like Japan. Japan has stagflation over 30 years with negative interest rates. We have barely, I mean, if we look at our actual rates, our rates are very, very low and highly manipulated. And during the Obama administration, we had flat zero rates. So technically, overall, we had negative rates during that time. But we're not going to discuss that so much. So just to put you in perspective, guys, during that presidency down here, we had near 0%. We up a little bit, and now we're heading even lower. You see? So that would mean, actually, I think it's not right. This is inflation by year. My bad. I need interest rates. Give me a second. Where's interest rates? You have any other questions at all?
This is so interesting. Rates. I would have never even. I mean, you hear about people investing for so long, and it's usually the older generation, but you never think about what's going to happen when they take their money.
Yeah. I mean, right now, we're talking about investing.
Of course.
There you go. And when we retire, because we're saying you're a millennial, right?
No, I don't think so. What year is millennial?
I think the latest is 2000.
Okay, yes, I'm a millennial.
So as a millennial, when we start taking profits in about 40 years, they're going to be at the same product. They're like, oh, we've been stacking our bread for 20, 30 years. And now when the markets are tippy top in the same scenario, we're going to be cashing out. And then the baby boomer or the baby generation is going to be like, why are things so expensive? We can't afford anything. It's because we're doing it to them. It's what I was trying to speak about earlier, not just about inflation. It's called wealth cycles, guys. Where's my wealth cycles picture? Oh, no. Where'd it go? Give me a second, guys. I lost my picture. Give me a second. I'll just bring it up again. Wealth cycles. So, guys, if you guys do not know about this, this is the most important chart that I will show on here. If you learn this, you don't need to invest. So you don't need to day trade. You never need to day trade. You don't even need it.
Don't even tell that. People are selling their Forex courses, man, that you can make $1 million from $50. Why you even do?
Yeah, we have a lot of those characters online. $100 to $1 million on an overseas broker account, and it's easy. Click the link below. But just to show you guys this, guys, right now, precious metals are going up in value. Most likely, stocks and real estate and cryptocurrency are going down in value. So if you're selling your precious metals at a profit, look, I'm not telling you guys what to do. Just telling you what I am doing currently. I am looking at buying energy stocks and also buying assets down here so I can keep going from high to low, back from low to high, and back and forth. It's called wealth cycles. It's one of the easiest things to do, guys. It happens every 7 to 10 years is a minor. Every 40 years is a major. Right now, we're in the major symptoms. So that means, like for me, when I bought my silver at $10 and selling over $100, that's not big enough yet. We're going to have the massive one once gold and silver peak out. And then stocks typically should be going down. Should be absolutely amazing.
So,
Michael, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, can you go over like what's the length of the bigger cycle?
Here, actually, I'll show you guys on a chart so I don't have to speak it, okay? Or not say it so much. I absolutely love these type of charts. We're gonna
every cycle you can basically build your portfolio for every go around.
This is why I am a big advocate of portfolios instead of day trading and stuff like that. I do not like it. Trading through your portfolio is better than day trading in a sense. The numbers don't work out in my opinion. Here we go. So we got the 100-year chart, guys. So this is more than everyone out here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So This. Oh, Michael says oil, copper, gold, silver, platinum, etc. Hard assets. You know what? Before I actually talk about this chart, there's something I actually want to bring up. One of the most biggest investments that I'm personally doing. I am not telling you guys what to do. I'm just bringing this to light because I haven't really talked about this on the channel at all, but I want to bring it up now. If you look at this trading chart, it's going to blow your freaking mind. It's a precious metal, and it's a metal that you have personally not invested into it because most people don't know about it. Rhodium. Rhodium is on a freaking blitz, guys. Check out the charts, man. It's going to make your mouth drool of how amazing this chart is. I am personally buying like absolute crazy. I wish I can sell my kidney so I can buy some more. But I'm not telling you guys what to do. This is what I'm personally doing. I don't want to make people feel like, oh, come on, I can't do a 10-year chart. So look, right now we're sitting at 11,175. Earlier last year, we're at 3,702 for a coin. So for one coin, it was for 3,700. A year later, up 3x. In my opinion, we're going to be heading up to these 30,000 levels. Woo, man. Now, for a trader like Dahiana, she's a trader. If you had a margin account trading this long, instead of getting a 3x, you can be getting a 100x with leverage. So exactly. That's what. Oh, go ahead.
I just said exactly. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Now, you heard it first from me, guys. Check out Rhodium. You can buy Rhodium from APMEX or other bullion dealers. There's no spot market on there. And if you want a spot market, you're going to have to go overseas and get to the CFD markets, okay? Just to give you guys some help with that. But stay away from the CFD markets that are not licensed. IC markets is licensed, but they don't take Americans. So you're going to have to figure it out, basically. Oh, bro. Let's see. Michael Reed, he knows what he's talking about. Rhodium, yes. Only via ETF by a product digger. Yes. Dude, we're doing the same thing. So in the States, you can't buy this out unless you're buying the actual metal, which is $11,000 for a coin. Like, think about spending $11,000 on a quarter size coin. Actually, let's look at those stocks real quick. Oh, man. You want to cover anything with NAS 100 before I change it?
I already went over it. Do you want to add something?
No, I'm good on there. This guy's throwing out some tickers. I love taking out tickers right here. Woo, look at this. Oh, man. Oh, no. Look how gorgeous that chart looks. And it is, look, from the 2015 lows, hanging out in the 40s. This is consolidation. Why is consolidation good? That means big people are buying. They're buying all through this. They're building up their bags. They're like kind of like Santa Claus, walking around with that big giant bag and just giving it out to the people right here, giving out all the gifts. To me, it's not done yet. We have a lot more space for it to run. Woo, man. We got rare earth ETFs. Yeah, BTC's down over McD's. Thanks. Welcome to the stream. It is down. I did call Bitcoin on our last big video. Bitcoin from 122, currently shorting now, all the way down. I believe Bitcoin's going to hit $50,000, maybe hang down into 40K before heading up a lot higher. I'll let you guys know when I'm buying. But right now, we're in short territory. I don't think there's any reason to be buying Bitcoin right now. Unless you want to add some cash. Like, you see this chart right here, guys? If we compare it to like the MACD real quick as a simple indicator, not to make things too complex. And I know people like complex for some reason. MACD. Oh, what indicators do you use, Dahiana?
I mostly, the EMAs is what I use, honestly, the 50 and the 13.
Nice. Yeah, I like moving averages. A lot of fun. Here we go. My bad. I clicked the wrong one. So, guys, just as a very easy way of looking at Bitcoin, not to make it complex, check out the weekly. Okay. When you have the MACD, and there's two parts, there's a signal line and there's a histogram. Okay. Two different aspects of it. Basically, when you see this red down here, you should be looking. I am looking at buying. Best way to say it. I will look at consolidation. When you see the MACD slowing down, similar to when we hit that double top right here, when it hit 122, like here, and you can see the momentum here is a lot less, I was a lot greater than the momentum at the highest peak. That's how I got confirmation that we were going to be heading down lower. And now we have our first time. See how we have this double down, this kind of like a double support when it comes to the MACD. We're building the exact same thing. So in my opinion, we should be heading lower, maybe down to the 40,000. So when we bounce back up, possibly, and there's the possibility my nosedive even lower. If that happens, Michael Sayer is going to be crying, absolutely crying, because I think his cost average is like 76,000 to 86,000. That 10,000 spread, he's up here in the danger zone. Us smart investors know that I don't see any point of buying until you have an indication of the MACD. And the MACD is a simple indicator. They don't make it too complex. See, red buy, red buy, red buy once it curls up. It hasn't curled up yet. Woo, man. Do you also trade Bitcoin, Dahiana?
No, but I used to have Bitcoin back where you could, I don't even know if they do this anymore, when you could buy it on Cash App. And I used to have it when it was like back in the 30,000s. I don't know why it was only with like $100 that I bought. And then I ended up selling it because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I wish I kept it though.
Yeah. I mean, you'd still be up over double then, even at that time. We got some, Michael Reed says, check out these buy, REMX. Let's check that out. REMX. Oh my gosh. So, oh my God. You know, it's crazy. If you start comparing this chart, and this is something, if you guys study charts a lot, compare your charts to the other metals and to the and to rhodium's chart. Look at this, guys. Oh my gosh. Look how these are monthly candlesticks. Think about buying at $35 and monthly gain is you're up to $89. Woo, man, that's crazy. Let's see. Please get out of Bitcoin. I would agree, or short the stock. I'm not stock. Short it on the CFD markets. And that's the only way I can trade it. But you can see, guys, that most likely if we start doing a little like not bell, but we start bouncing off this, we might have the price hit around 170, which is a double. That's pretty crazy. From here to here, double in rare earth metals. Meaning, if you're over here in the actual asset, because remember, that's an index. This is the actual metal. We could be hitting up to 20,000 to 30,000. So if you're a leverage trader, I'm not telling you what to do, but for me personally, I buy the physical, buy the ETF, then enter in the Forex market or the CFD market on a very small lot size. So I will so basically I dollar cost average my lot sizes. So it'd be like 0.01, enter every 2 weeks, 0.1 every 2 weeks. And I grid trade it all the way up because I don't like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I just like to stack my trades, follow the economics, and then I look at COT reports to confirm that the commercials are buying with me. So I know that the big money's following me. I don't have to do complex technical analysis to figure out if the bank is buying. You know what I mean? Let's see. Simple Pay, we had USAR. Let's check this out. USAR. Let's hang out with that. Rare earth metals. Oh, wow. This is extremely volatile. Why is this? This thing IPO'd at $9.95 at 17. I'm going to see the earnings reports. Oh, so Dahiana, have you ever covered earnings reports before?
No, I haven't.
All right. We got some cool stuff to check out. So if you guys look at technical analysis, this is using very simple technical analysis. You do not need to follow this stuff. In my opinion, look at COT reports because it shows you where the big money's buying. Follow the big money. Elephants don't make small splashes. They make big splashes. You can tell in the charts. So when you see this wick right here, this is called an inverted hammer. Inverted hammer typically means bullish. So in a TA perspective, we might see higher highs on these, but a little bit later because we got some time for the other rare metals to pick up. We'll see velocity curve is kicking up. Here we go. First thing we got to look at it. U.S. rare markets domestic. How many employees they have? 29 employees. Interesting. Have you guys, if you guys want to see this other company that I'm in, WTI, here you go. So this stock I'm personally in. I've been buying at some gorgeous prices. This is why I tell people, in my opinion, gold and silver precious metals are going to be going up higher, and the other commodities are catching up. This is one of my favorite stocks right now. I actually showed this on the last stream. I was buying about $1 during here, and it's been spiking up. The financials on this company has been doing absolutely amazing. Look at the earnings reports, and also has a slightly small dividend, but I don't care about the dividend at 1.5%. It pays. It's all basically I'm in almost at double. If you're looking at the energy play from precious metals to energy, check this stuff out. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but that MACD looks sexy, man. Look at that. Look at that. Bear, 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 bear. Look at that growth. Look at that momentum. Oh my gosh. It's actually, have you used price? What's the website called? Oilprice.com. Let me see.
I never really looked into any of the commodities or metals, never considered even. So this is like, I'm basically learning all of this, and my brain is exploding right now, which is a great thing.
Yeah, it's a really good thing because this website here is the king of oil. If you're looking at getting into energy, and especially crude oil, all that stuff, go to this website. It has all the COT reports. It has all the look. We can look at energy stocks, solar stocks, like geothermal stocks, wind stocks. So if you think there's an oil boom or energy boom, check out this website here, and then you can double check your analysis with COT reports like this. See, look at cattle, look at crude oil, look at gold and silver, look at platinum. We can also look at currencies too, and look at the NASDAQ also. See, NASDAQ mini. We're going to COT reports of that too to see who is potentially buying this stuff. What else we got? Oh, how are you doing on time? You good?
Yes, I'm good.
Wonderful. All right. Remember, guys, give her a huge, hand clap. She's hanging out with us on our first stream together as our co-host for this channel. I love this, man. This is absolutely amazing. Give me a second.
I'm like, I'm 10xing my knowledge right now. 10x.
We need that knowledge button. But we got another one. He says WT. Oh yeah, oil stock right here. And also for the guys who's watching us on Kick and also Kick and Twitch, thank you guys so much. I will be in the chat, so if you guys message anything, I'll bring it up onto the stream. Thank you guys for watching us on Kick and Twitch. Give me a second. Let's look at WTIU.
You should also just talk about the real estate market. The real estate. Do you do any investing with that?
I personally don't, because I have had a really bad issue with that in my younger years, so I kind of stayed away from it. I got bit hard. This is not too bad. Yeah, 3x leverage, micro. Yeah. This is okay. So guys, if you guys don't know what this means, I'll break this down. So when you see 3x leverage, ETNs, so there's ETNs, ETFs. They are different. An ETF is an exchange traded fund. ETNs an exchange traded note. Notes are derivatives. They're on kind of like a Fugazis, kind of fake, but it kind of reflects the asset that they're trying to trade. Understand that most of the backing in ETNs are papers, not physical. ETFs like SLV, GLD are physical. ETNs are fake, typically. So make sure you guys understand that. So if the stock collapses and the underlying is going up, that means it's not backed by that stuff. Okay. Let's look into it. So off the rip, they have a discount to the NAV, which is 0.05. So NAV, this means since it's moving down, and actually, what's their distribution rate? Let me see. Oh my God. Dang, strong buy, equity class expense ratio under 1%. We're cool. WTI, oil companies and oil energy. Hey, do you know Michael Reed? Do you know what stocks that they follow? Top 12 in the financial sector, 15%, 5 over there. So it's a weighted, it's a leveraged weighted index fund in a sense. So most likely if the underlying, so for example, if energy doubles, this might do a triple or 6x in value. It's actually something interesting. I'm gonna actually, thanks to you, man. I'm gonna put this on my to-do list, my personal one to look at. So I can, when I get some extra money, I can start buying this myself. Give me a second. WTIU. Yeah, guys, if you guys have anything else you want to talk about, let me know. Michael says oil will climb because of war. I believe that war may be coming, but I will say energy has to go up because the markets are so disbalanced right now. Everything's up right now. People need to sell those assets and buy undervalued assets. That's why I think oil is one of them. But there's some other reasons into it. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to give you an example. You know Chevron, right?
Of course.
Chef. Watch this. So this is very interesting. Chevron, all these big oil companies are up, super up right now. Was it NXTF fund, OTC, next Chevron company here. So look, if you look at the stocks don't reflect the same thing in the market, guys. Let me show you something cool. So right now, I'm looking at stocks like WTI that are very cheap and going way up higher. So that's a 3x, 6x, 5x, whatever. These companies are already at record highs. See? So when I tell people, when you're looking at stocks, value them in a way that to measure it. So if, just an example, not telling you what to do, this is something I've personally done. I looked at Chevron. Chevron might go up 10%, which is 20, 30 bucks. Okay. So 10%. When I look at WTI, that might go up 5 to 6x. Where should I weight my money? If I had $1,000, I can allocate 10% to Chevron, which is $100 for an example, and then I allocate the 90% to WTI. Or I can do 40% to WTI and then another 50% to SLV, which is silver ETF. See how I'm building a portfolio? So my riskier plays, my least risk play is like 10%. So if it goes up 10%, I'm technically gaining 1% in the entire exposure of my portfolio. And then the riskier stuff, I have 40% that has a 5 or 6x. So when that goes up, I can dial back on the other assets, if that makes sense. Woo, oil running at 68, Baron on oil. Bro, oil dividends are so amazing. I love oil dividends. Also, here's a fun dividend making machine. It's called JEPI, JEPI. I buy this every single month, guys. JEPI has an 8% dividend just about, pays every single month. And look, since it IPO'd till now. So if you're looking at buying index funds, I would say look at JPI, JPIX also, because you're getting monthly distribution. I'm saying monthly dividend at 8%. And their last payout was so fat. Oh my gosh. Here, let's look at JPI dividend fund real quick. I'm sorry, dividend payout. JEPI current price, dividend history. So this is what I love. We're going to look at market analysis, my favorite trading website. So if you guys are watching this market analysis, please sponsor us so you can help out the channel.
Please sponsor us. Thank you very much. Now.
It'd be absolutely amazing. But if you look, guys, February 2nd, they paid 34 cents. Now, think about this. If you're saving your dollars into a savings account at 3.4%, maybe you're getting that. If you're with like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, you're getting 0.01%. You're rich, right? But this, you're getting paid and also the market at the same time. Market's moving up. JP Morgan is managing the fund. This is why it's one of my favorites, guys. Now, what else we got? What are your thoughts on the death of the BTC death? Spile Burry spoke about. Okay, let's look at the BTC. We're going to look at that back again. Remember, guys, any questions, comments, concerns for me or Diana, let us know. I do not mind covering any topic right now.
I think
Okay.
you should do a like step by step how to build your portfolio for beginners sort of thing. But maybe I need to go back in your channel and
Oh, I
maybe
can. Yeah.
did that.
We can cover that on another stream, how to
Yeah.
build a portfolio. And
Yes.
we can start from a part-time job aspect. So like $100 a month. We
Yeah.
portfolios are not complex. People make them complex so they can feel like it's doing something amazing. What you want to do is have one aspect of growth, one aspect of cash flow. Then you want reserves, kind of like emergency money. And then once you get your emergency money pretty large, you want to kind of invest out of your emergency money. So kind of like this. Where's my old school calculator? So that's how I know I'm old. I got the calculator with the huge buttons. How's my calculator
Yes,
gone?
because it's investing is something that, well, building a portfolio is something that it just seems very confusing for people that never heard about it.
Here. So hypothetically, guys, let's say you're out of high school, you got a part-time job, you're making $1,500 a month, okay? 1500, and you want to stack up 6 months of savings. So once you get 6 months of savings, you'll have what? $9,000. If you put it into a high interest savings account, for example, and remember, you want to have a lot of cash on hand. So when a rainy day, cerveza sickness, or something bad happens, you have 6 months of cash liquid to live off of. Do this. I'm sorry. I would do this first before heavily investing into risky assets, because you want your lifestyle and your food, your rent, you want all that paid before you get stuck in a trade like in Bitcoin, for example. So if you're looking at $9,000 versus 6 months of cash, you're earning $306 per year. That's $25 a month. People are like, oh, that's not a lot of money. Well, $25 a month. If you bought silver with that once a month, what would that have done? Given you a 7 or 10x? See, invest from non-risky assets. Oh my God, Mick D's, Gregory Manarino. You know, he lives in Vegas too. Oh, Gregory Manarino's a beast, man. I love his conspiracy theories and stuff. For the audience who does not know him, I actually covered him in a video. Greg Manarino. He's also on a bunch of people's channels. Mike Maloney's channel. What's his name? For the other guys, Mike Maloney. This guy is one of the best, most transparent options traders. He actually gives out a free signal. So if you want someone who gives out a free signal and stuff, that's what he does. He makes videos all the time about the economics. He's a wild character, like really wild. But I like his transparency. He gives out all his trades for free, doesn't sell anything. One of my favorite guys to follow on here. Him, and also Gregory Manarino also talks about JEPI. Bro, JEPI is how you pay your bills. Like, just an example. If you had $9,000 of JPI, instead of putting into a high yield savings account, just say you want to be a little risky, watch this. So $9,000 divided by 55 bucks, or 55 is 163 shares. 163 times 34. Your dividend per month is 55 bucks. That's coming in annually. I'm sorry, monthly. So times 12, that's $665. That can be your cell phone bill one time, or one small rent payment with a roommate, because we're talking about a part-time worker making $1,500 a month. See, that's what I like. I like to invest with safe money, and then once my portfolio gets big enough, I can start dumping into the riskier stuff. And JAPI is only one aspect. Let me show you something that pays you 22% that I'm buying right now. Pays 22% per year, pays a fat monthly dividend. I'm not telling you to buy it. Not saying that at all. Actually, let me see. Let me check my phone. I got to log into Robinhood real quick. I got to see if I'm spelling it right. Give me a second. Robinhood. Where are you at? Robinhood is one of my favorite guys. If you guys want to join Robinhood, there's a link below. It is a certified broker, so you don't have to worry about me peddling BS out there. Okay.
Michael wants to make a donation to the channel. Can you tell him how to do that?
If you want to make a donation to the channel, please go to my website, andrejmcclendon.com. It's on the website. There's 5 ways to donate. I'll actually log in there right now. I have the website right here. I just updated, spent all morning working on it. Oh, tier maker. Wrong website. Give me a second, guys. Let me bring it up real quick. Where's Google? Google. Andre J. McClendon.com. Here we go. So check out the website, guys. If you guys want to do donations, add anything to it, look at our team right now. This website will be updated. We'll add some more stuff. If you're looking for that job that I have out there, here we go. YouTube co-host application. Please apply. Applications are down here. You don't need a resume because I don't care for resumes that much. I kind of go with it, go with the flow kind of person. If you guys want to do donations, here we go. I will send you a screenshot with the purchase or the send amount. We have Zelle, Cash App, and also...
He's looking for a PayPal, I believe. Do you have a PayPal?
No, we do not have PayPal. PayPal just closed their business PayPal as of last year. If you want to do PayPal business, it's gone. PayPal business is gone. Only PayPal private. And if you want to PayPal me, just DM me. I got rid of PayPal because of their business practices are. If you guys have not checked that information, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. There you go. This is not a good look for business, see? What is it? How to delete? But basically, the news on it, they closed their business account. So all my business accounts with PayPal have been crushed. What were we going into? JPI? Oh, actually, my bad. I'm forgetting. It's called USIO. Or is it USOI? Wrong stock. So, oh, dang, I spelled it wrong. It's USOI backwards. All right. 1-2 OI. All right, guys. So this is an oil play. Highly risky, but it's been doing amazing. It pays 22%. Look at this. Dividend yield, 28.09%. That's amazing, guys. Look at this. Look at the dividend consistency. So I've been buying oil since oil went negative, but I've been buying more since it's been, gradually going up higher. And if you can see, we might be going from $51 up to that height of $77. So think about getting dividends and also almost 40% growing in your I know. Oh, Zell will do. Thank you so much, bro. If you have any question or comments or help, let us know. We'll check out Tickers live, and I'll give you my opinion about it. She can give her opinion too. What else do we have? What else do I have? What else? I'm forgetting something.
So I will take the opportunity right now to thank everyone that joined the live today and has welcomed me into this, I will say, family, because I've been on the other end, basically watching all the streams for a long time. I thank you for your support, and we want to ask you that you continue to participate and come and ask questions. If you have any requests for the next stream, we would love to answer it. And I will hop off right now because I do have programming homework that I have to do for school. But Andre, thank you for having me, and please follow up on your volunteering, teaching us portfolio work.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Diana. It's been fun. Our first stream, absolutely amazing.
I enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
All right, thank you. Bye. Here we go. All right, guys, we're with me, Solo Dolo. What is your email address to communicate with you? All right, I'll type my email address in the chat real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. I got two computers, so I lost my mouse. Here we go. My email address is basically my name, Andre McClendon 23@gmail.com. You'll see it just like this. Or you can scan the QR code or the PayPal right here. I'm sorry, the Cash App or Andre McClendon right here. Okay. And I'll cover certain stocks and stuff. We're at 1 hour, guys, hanging out with you guys. It's been absolutely wonderful. We're going to be doing, actually, before I get into some market stuff, we got to talk about the most important thing, the co-host. Okay. Our new co-host, Diana, is absolutely amazing. She's really cool. Like, we just kind of met up, and yeah, so far it's been absolutely amazing. But if you're looking for a job, this channel's hiring. Yes, we are hiring. So if you want to be a co-host on this channel, let me know. You do not, I repeat, do not need to be an asset trading professional, business professional. I don't even want you to be a professional at all. I know enough about the markets. I can just spitball and talk about the markets all day. And I like to have people on here asking questions that I personally wouldn't ask because I see things differently. They see things differently, and it makes it even more enjoyable. So if you guys are looking for a co-host position, we're looking at paying at $50 an hour. Yes, $50 an hour to do what Diana just did, talk. It has a lot of fun, right? And if you're seeing, that's what the big changes for 2026 are. We got even more stuff coming out, guys. It's going to be absolutely amazing for this channel, okay? And also, if you want to become a member, please do. I would play my member clip now, but I got the soundboard fixed right now. But please check that out. And also, we got the merch. If you guys want to check out the merch, please do. We got the margin call t-shirts, which is one of my favorites. My absolute favorite t-shirt overall is this one. I forgot my stop loss. That actually happens. People forget their stop loss all the time. So check out the merch, guys. Definitely helps out. And remember, if you become a member, do donations, or buy merch, it goes to the pay the co-hosts. Pretty much, I'm trying to hire 4 more co-hosts. So it's going to be kind of crazy. Michael Reed says, I can give you a run on the market making money. Let me know. I'm always open to ideas and about information. Anything is, anything to make this more fun and more entertaining. Oh, yeah. Don't sue me, bro. Here you go. Don't sue me, bro. That's because of Adrian Marcus got sued by Burnt. Oh my gosh. So here's the donation stuff. Check out the website, guys. If you need any business services for what this channel provides. Also, we are going to have private membership for the Discord. So when we start hiring, I do have other applicants that I'm reviewing right now. Not just Diana will be on here. There'll be other co-hosts on here. So other co-hosts, given their other perspectives, they will be part of the team. So far, here's our team. Myself, Diana, and Mr. Omniversity in the Discord only. We'll be adding more admins on there, adding more people on there, so you can be able to talk and hang out with people who's also in the markets. So we're not going to give you our advice, but we will be telling you what we're personally doing. So for me, I give you guys exactly what I'm doing. I'm buying USOI. It's one of my favorite ones. It's actually, I prefer this one over JEPI. Now, JEPI is a beautiful stock. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ETF. But this ETN is a covered call strategy. Now, cover call strategies are risky. Understand that. But cover call strategies, when the market is behind you, when central banks are behind you and they're buying because the CO2 reports are reporting that and some other cool things are happening, then I perceive that USOI will go up higher, and I'm going to get that 28.09% fat dividend. Love that dividend. Look at that. February 20th, nearly $1. Oh my gosh. We got Michael Reed saying, check out KOS if you can, please. Let's check that out right now. KOS. New York Stock Exchange. Oh! Whoa, what is this? No way. Look at that bounce. Bounced off $1, heading at 221. Let's see. Oh, look at the earnings report. So they miss, and they're getting closer. Oh, I like that. So no, we don't care about dividend yield. We're talking about doubling and tripling right now. Oh, let's see. Strong buy. That's cool. Highest bonds. Oh, wow. What is this? 200. See, I like this. So what I look for typically is how many employees a company has. They have 243 employees. Now that is awesome. Oh, man. You know what? Bro, Michael Reed, once we get the soundboard fixed on the next stream, I'm talking with the co-host, we're going to give you a massive shout out, bro. This is going on my personal to-do list. Like, even without looking at the financials, I look at the chart and I'm like, bro, look at that MACD. MACD is showing momentum is building up. We have almost a moving average cross for the MACD going up. Oh, bro, this is awesome. KOS. Oh, man, that's a sexy stock right there. Let's look at the financials on this. Let's look at KOS and the financials. We're using stockanalysis.com. Remember, we're not affiliated, but if we want us to sponsor us, please do. That'd be absolutely amazing. Mike says it's 2 a.m. You have to go. Thanks for making the stream, guys. People on Kick, thank you. People on Twitch, thank you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I'm not finished, but he's leaving the chat. He's one of the main participants in the chat. Thank you so much. Remember, if you have any stocks, things you want me to look at, things you want me to talk about, let me know. I love talking about macroeconomics. I love talking about trading. I love talking about investing. It's so much fun. And also, we can look at some stocks that you could be potentially looking into yourself. Now, my main thing is this, guys, following the wealth curve. I'm sorry, wealth cycles, going from massive moves. Because remember, these happen despite you wanted to or not. You don't have to look at certain stocks. If you follow these paths, this is just an example, follow this path from undervalued, overvalued, and just go like this and this and this, then you'll make investing easier for yourself, in my opinion. Now, I'm not telling you guys what to do and all, but man, oh man, Cosmos is going to get bought. I don't even, it's crazy. I don't look at like the financials so much, but I start looking at stuff like this. I'm like, oh, wow. Even from like a growth play, I'm like, that's pretty good chart right there. It might bounce off a little bit, but head up higher. So from 2 to 8, it's a 4-bagger. Woo, man. I got to get, so for the guys who don't know, here is my soundboard. I can't use the soundboard right now. I would be using it right now. Let's see. Also, yeah, I think we pretty much covered all the cool stuff right now. Check your chat. I put that in the chat earlier. Michael Reed, I will definitely check that out. Let me see. Go back to the private chat. No, go to the group chat. Comments. Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys on Twitch. Thank you guys on Kick. It's been absolutely amazing, guys. If anything you guys want me to cover, let me know. I would be playing a goodbye screen right now, but I can't. But I'll get the soundboard ready. I'll have hopefully, we'll have the other co-hosts ready. So next week, the co-hosts will be here, and they'll give you different people. So right now, give you guys some perspective. I'm talking to different applicants from Ukraine, my bad. We got New York, Ukraine, we got a few European countries, and also Mexico. That's going to be absolutely amazing. They have different female perspectives on this channel to give you guys their thoughts. And remember, they're not professionals. They're just like you. And that's the best part about it. You don't have to be a professional. But let me know if you guys have anything. I'll hang out for a few more moments. I got to go do things myself and also get some water and take a break. We hit an hour and 7 minutes of wonderfulness. And thank you so much, guys. Let's see. Yeah, New York City in the house, man. That's awesome. Well, Vegas, we're over here, so it's not too late. All right, guys. I will see you on the flip side, okay? Peace.